Government of being a top MS-13 gang leader. He faced a judge in Virginia about 3 hours ago.
Federal authorities arrested Henry Viatoro Santos at his Prince William County home on Thursday. They say he's in this country illegally.
Now, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin and top Trump administration officials praised a new task force responsible for his arrest.
Our Matthew Torres is at the U.S. District Court in Alexandria. Matthew, I know we've covered this extensively last week, but Santos reported a gang connection, and that didn't come up in court today.
Yeah, that's right. So despite that big celebration we heard from officials last week, and despite the U.S. Attorney General calling him one of the top MS-13 leaders in the country, there was not one mention of that notorious gang in today's hearing. Instead, we heard a lot from the lead ICE officer talking about his immigration status instead. Now, we are learning today that Henry Josue Viatoro Santos came to this country through the Texas border back in 2014 and eventually released to his mother, who lives in Manassas. And since then, the federal government classified him as a special immigration juvenile, which allowed him to stay here to apply for legal status in the U.S. He was also signed a work authorization number similar to a Social Security number. But Officer Jason Klepek testified that Santos never applied as an adult for an extension that would have allowed him to stay in the country longer. However, Public Defender Valencia Roberts suggested there was a letter from Immigrations about a green card application. Today's hearing, though, focuses on that one charge Santos faces: illegal possession of firearms by an alien in the country illegally. That is, after FBI agents surrounded his mother's home in Dale City early Thursday morning. They used a stun grenade to capture him. Investigators say they found guns, ammunition, suppressors, and signs or marks of MS-13 association in his garage bedroom. In today's line of questioning, the defense implied one of the suppressors was for an airsoft rifle, which is a non-lethal replica. The officer responded, saying the ATF is still analyzing what was found. Meanwhile, Santos' mother, who spoke to WSA 9's Katie Lasso last week, denied her son is affiliated with the gang.
Yeah, he's my son, but I don't know what is the problem.
Do you think he is in a gang? Do you know anything about him being in a gang or a leader of MS-13?
No.
Okay.
So on top of the outstanding administrative immigration warrant, we are also learning there was a criminal search warrant against Santos, although the details of that warrant have not been released. And keep in mind, there is also court documents that are sealed, likely with some new information that could potentially reveal his alleged connection to the MS-13 gang. He also waived his detention hearing today, but after all of this, the judge eventually ruled there is enough probable cause to send this case to a grand jury. Guys.
Yeah, Matthew, much more to come in this saga for sure. Thank you. Zoe?
All right, Les, new at 5.